Hey, what's up? So I got a big one on here for you today. Cutting an order for a customer. I got to cut, I think it's 40 2x8s by 12 foot long and 6 by 16. I got a big white pine on here. We'll talk about that in a second. But this one is, it's like 34 across that way. It's like 32 that way. This on the big end too. It's like 32. The big end, I mean the small end's like 28. So what I'm looking for is a cant somewhere around 16 1/8 one way, so I can split it in half, cut 2x8s out of both sides. You need that 1/8 for the curve. I'm going to get a bigger cant than that off this. If you're wondering how to calculate cant size, so you take your small diameter, you multiply it by 70%. That's going to give you what you're going to end up with for a cant-ish if it's a straight log. The actual, if you're looking for real math, the actual multiplication on a circle cut into a square is 0.70711. So you multiply your diameter times 0.70711, and that will tell you exactly the biggest size square that you can get out of a circle. For, you know, us morons, that's 70%. So if you take a pretty straight log, multiply, take your small end diameter, multiply it by 70%, it's going to tell you what you can get for a cant. And that works out pretty accurately. Now that doesn't take into consideration, so on this one, you know, if you have a straight across here, what you can take out of this chunk, and if you have a straight down here, what you can take out of this chunk, and that on this big log like this is going to be pretty significant. So what I've done is I've taken I'm taking my big logs out of my pile up top that'll fit into the 12-foot dimension, and I brought them down. I've kind of always been, that's a big log, boys and girls. I've always kind of been on the school of thought that you always want to start with your toughest task first. It kind of comes from growing up in the trades in that. You always want to start with your toughest task first. If you've got stuff that you have to carry a long distance, you always want to start with the stuff that's furthest away from you. If you've got, you know, with me, when I was erecting buildings, and I'm flying big, huge pre-stressed concrete planks a long distance away, I always want to start the furthest distance away, work back towards the crane. Everything always gets easier the more you work. Plus, when you're stressing out those distances, your end sizes like this, you're going to have to deal with all your troubles first, and then all your troubles are going to get smaller. So this one here, you know, I'm working on the methodology right now that I want to mill off some of these big logs and get rid of them, so I only have smaller logs to mill. So I'm starting with these big logs. I've got a band that's got a little bit of time on it to try and saw this into a cant, and then if that band gets dull, I've got a couple of resharps out here with me. I'm not going to do a whole lot of sawing today. I'm going to the Army-Navy game tomorrow, so I've got other things to do. But I want to get a jump on this for next week. Sunday is going to be crappy, and then I'll be in the next week, and we got Christmas coming, and I want to make sure that I don't push this guy out. So I want to get the majority of his, I think it's 38 2x8 by 12s cut. The 16 footers will be easier because it'll all come out of one log, and I've already got a couple of 16s up there that I can resaw down. So first job's to get this one into a square. It's a big ass log. We'll see how the band cuts, and I'll be probably turning it with the machine. I assume I can't turn this log by hand. And we'll go from there. So let's get her fired up. We'll try and take top off it. I'm looking to, so if I go with that 28 dimension down the other side, I'm going to end up with somewhere around, if I just go to 30, just for math, because I can't do it in my phone, I'm going to end up somewhere around a 21-inch can. Something like that. So what I'm looking for is to see if I have clearance to cut down from the top until I can get around the 20-inch flat on the top. And then I'll roll it. Because I know I'm going to get about a 21-inch cant. That's 30 times 70%. I want to try to get somewhere around at least 16 1/8. And so 16 would end up being 8 2-bys. So I'd need 16 7/8 if I cut my 2-bys in this dimension. So minimum of 16 7/8 flat on the top before I roll it. At least that's how my infantile brain works. And then we'll, like I said, we'll see how that band cuts, and we'll take her apart and go from there. So let's get her fired up and do what we can do. So what I was trying to do there was make sure that the top part of this top is at least 8 inches wide. Obviously some good lumber can still come out of this piece. The band's cut nice and smooth. If I have clearance, I can drop down 2 inches right now and take a 2-inch slab off the top of this and get a piece out of it. The question is going to be my clearance here. If I don't have clearance, then I'm going to roll it. But let's see what we got. I want to avoid really wasting everything. Right now it does look like I have clearance to come down 2 inches and take a slab off. Then we'll pull it off this side. It'll be leased on later. Get at least 1 2x8 out of that. Drop down that 2 inches, that puts me at 20 inches wide down there on the cant. So I'm not, by doing that, I'm not diminishing the size of the cant that I can get, because I know that the cant size is going to be around 20 inches. So I'm not diminishing the cant size by taking the slab off.
Getting some wood.
Okay. What you looking for? You told me something for
Abby's
floor.
floors. Yep.
Yeah.
And they're going to be painted, so it's perfect. I just want wide pine or all you know, different lengths, whatever. We'll get it. Just get some boards.
How wide? You thinking like a foot wide?
Yeah.
What about if I advised you against going that wide? Because I think they'll cup a lot and saying 10 inches.
Yeah, fine.
How much are you looking for?
It's 15 by 15.
15 by 15.
That's 225 square feet.
You're right. Say hi to the people of the YouTube verse.
What?
I said say hi to the people of the YouTube verse.
Hi, YouTube.
Let me just find a lumber crayon to write this down.
All right. Do you want me to send you a text?
Yeah, that would be great if you could send me a text.
I'll do that when I get home.
You said 15 by 15,
Right.
and we'll do 10-inch wide.
Yep. Boy, it smells nice coming down here. And we'll get them. She'll put them in her cellar and dry them.
Yeah.
That's
Are
fine.
you thinking about just regular pine?
Yeah. Well, you had mentioned that you had
You
some.
want pitch pine? I would do pitch pine.
That's what you said.
Okay. So you want pitch pine. You don't mind on lengths. I can just kind of fill up the board feet by.
Exactly.
Okay.
I don't
Check
care
these
if I-
out. This is all I'm cutting dimensional lumber for 2x8s actually for a floor in a building. They're building a
Wow.
garage right now. I'm cutting the 2x8s for their framing.
Wow.
Big. It's gonna be like 42 by 8s.
Wow.
That's all white pine, but I wouldn't use the white pine on the floor.
Okay.
It's just gonna be too soft. The pitch pine's harder.
Good. Boy, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, I love it. I love when I came down the hill. I love the smell of it. Oh, it's great.
Yeah,
Good for you.
yeah. I'm gonna get this one. I'm going to the Army Navy game tomorrow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
My daughter was going to go. She's got a bunch of friends, but Jesus, the tickets were $500.
Yeah, we do some work for a charity, and
Yes. She saw you at the parade. She said,
yeah, we won.
You did?
Yeah, we won the adult float.
No
so
kidding.
Santa's going to be on a float next year.
Oh wow. So Abby says, Dad, I thought you said Billy wasn't going to go if it was raining. He has a wife.
Yeah, yeah, and it worked out great. So Robert Kraft's Foundation gave us 3 tickets to the game.
Oh wow.
So they gave them to me, and I
Nice.
invited a friend from Middleborough. So hopefully he's going to go. I'm still waiting for confirmation from him. So
Nice.
Hmm.
All right. So how does this work? What do I do next?
I'll cut it up, and
How much? What do you get? How does this work price
it's a
wise?
buck a board foot. So how many square feet did you say it was?
15 by 15 is.
And she wants them inch thick.
Yeah, that's normal, right?
Yeah. So what's 15 by
That's
15?
225.
So it's going to be around. It's going to be around $225.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's same, and the square foot's pretty much same as board feet
Whatever.
at inch thick.
Okay.
So
Whatever, Bill.
yeah,
Whatever.
I'll cut them for you out of pitch pine, and
So then what do I do? I take them to.
or you tell me where is it going?
She's in East Falmouth, right at.
I'll go drop them off at her house.
That's fine. And then we'll take them down. So. Then you said I've got to put a groove in them, right?
You don't have to,
I would though.
but I would.
Yes.
I would cut a lap in them.
Okay.
So what you do is you cut the boards like. So
shiplap.
here's your board, and
Yeah.
I would cut a groove like that,
Yeah.
and then on the other side I would cut the groove like this.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
And that way that they fit over each other
Yeah. I got it.
like that, and it covers that gap, so as they shrink, you don't go, it
Right.
doesn't go all the way through.
Right. You want right.
That's what I would do.
That's fine. So we'll get my son-in-law is a half-assed decent carpenter, and we'll get a saw and we'll just cut them.
Yeah, either that or router. Router would be fastest.
Router's faster.
Yep.
All right.
Good carbide bit and the router. And, and an
Beautiful.
edge guide and just.
So you never know when you're gonna get that wood though, right?
I have all the lumber here,
Oh, you
so I got to cut this order first. It's
All right.
going to be next week. With it raining tomorrow and everything, and me going to the game on.
All right.
I mean, it raining on Sunday. Me going
Let
to the
me
game.
know
tomorrow.
what you want me to do and when you want some money, and you let me know.
Perfect. Ship me. Still text me,
I will.
so I have it in my text record.
I will. So I'm gonna say text ship pitch pine, 10-inch,
15 by 15.
15 by 15.
Yep.
Done. Thanks, Bill.
All right, buddy.
I'll stop by. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'll cut it next week.
Thank you. What do you think on a dry time in a cellar with dehumidifier? A couple of months?
Max.
Beautiful. Thanks, Billy.
All right, buddy. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, you guys want to see me try to turn this log? I get another order now. Let's get over here. See if I can turn it by hand. See if I'm a man. If I can't turn it by hand, I'll turn it with the machine. I don't think I'm going to be able to turn it by hand. We'll try it. Nope. All right, turn it with the machine. Cutting beautiful right now. It's really nice white pine. I'm gonna pick up from this side. Somewhere, where's my? Yeah, somewhere right here. All right, one thing I gotta do is I gotta take the door off. Hopefully you got a wide enough view here. No, let's take the door off. Yeah, let's see if we can roll it. You guys got a decent view. We're going to try and roll it all the way over 180 degrees. So at least I know I have two perfectly parallel sides. Shove it over. You guys a good view here. Yeah, it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. Probably come over a hair there. got to take the other side off it. I don't think I'm going to be able to dog it. I'm not going to be able to, so we'll just skip dogging it down. It doesn't need to be, it's so heavy. Just get a little chunk of dirt right here. See if I can get some of this block off. Sorry, I'm trying to go at it as fast as I can here, guys. Bark's kind of frozen to the log. I don't know if you can see that. It's all ice here. It's all frozen to the log. As much as we can get off, we'll get off, and we'll save the band. And when we roll it, give us something not to be sitting on. It'll roll easier without this bark on there. The frost is starting to give up its hold. See the ice on this? See how it's all frozen? Oh, we got debark pretty quick. So what I was saying, with a log this big, you have a hard time. You can't get the, you don't have enough room to dog it down with the log dogs. You can't, you don't have clearance to open up. But I think it'll be fine the way it is. So we're kind of going to do the same thing on this side as we did on the other side, and that is try to take it down to some dirt up there, the other side. Try to take it down till we get to about 20 inches wide, and if we can work it so we get a 2-inch thick slab out of it, and we do that, that's great, because that'll yield a couple of 2x8s. Roll it on its side. We'll roll it on its side, square it up, see what we can do. So get you back over here, we'll fire it up and make another pass. Just looking down there, it's going to be tight on that end right there for clearance. It might not make it. This side looks good. I'll have to see here if I have to, let's just cut it now. Let's just cut it now. Let's keep you guys right here for a second. You see. Yeah. Gas. This thing out of fuel. It's got fuel in it. It's just cold. Chokes out. That'll do it. Give you a look down the side now. So you look down that side, we look clear, obviously, if we're on the stops. Now this side we look pretty clear. So it looks good, like we could go ahead and mow it. Let's go ahead and fire it up and take some off the top of this one. So my top cut, what I'm looking for is something that's at least 8 inches wide, flat. And it's going to be in here somewhere, because this goes like this. It's like that. So I'll take a measurement there. It's going to be somewhere in here. I would go there. It's around 21 up right here. We'll try it at that, see what that looks like. perfect. It's 21 wide on the bottom. That gives me my can, and it's just less than 2 inches thick. And we go with that. Cut a 2-inch slab off this, and we'll get another couple on that. Not going to clear right here. It's going to make a tough wood. View looks like it's how long we're getting. We might have to go to a part 2. 46. All right, yeah, your view's good. I think we're good now. Noodles. Oops. Here's a little bonus tip for you guys. I don't know if you just saw what I just did, but I need to get the sawmill down that end, because when I flip this on its side, I only have 28 inches I can go up. I might not have clearance to get it past the log, and then have to roll it back and all that shit. So that was a tactical roll. I can get at least 1 2x8 out of this, probably 2. And probably 2 out of this too, with a teeny little bit of wane on the end. So this right here kind of encompasses four 2x8s right there. So now we got to get it rolled on its side. Then it's still cutting kind of good. I will switch it out when I get it into a cant. We're going to get way narrower now, obviously. I don't know. Let's try it. I don't think I can get it on its side, but let's try it. Nope. The outside of the log's not holding together good enough to lift the weight. So we're going to roll it again with this. Grab myself a hook. I guess I had my pickering out here. That would work. This way I just don't have to walk over the other side. Let's roll it up on its side, get it squared up as best we can. Probably gonna have to pull these up a little bit. There's no way I can move it right now. I'll jump out of the Bobcat. I'll let you watch them there. is I'm going to kill this video and start a video 2. So thanks for the watch and tune in on video 2.